Pigeon still here?
Yeah, no matter what we do, you just won't leave.
The problem is you're thinking like detectives.
No, I'm definitely not.
When you should be thinking like a bird. On my mark, I will turn on this fan, gently startling our bird due east into the Filebox Canyon, where he will encounter Charles holding 2 pot lids, forcing Private Pigeon into the ceiling there and out of the ceiling there, where he will be greeted by Scary Rosa holding a scary picture of an owl. He'll veer left into an upside-down garbage can propped up by a hockey stick and connected to a string that Gina is holding, and Terry releases him outside.
Terry hates birds.
Okay, little friend. Let's get you home to mama. No! Oh God! It flew right into the fan! It's everywhere! There's pigeon everywhere!
How do the 16 personality types, or 16 personalities, make up your favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine characters? What type is Jake Peralta? What about Amy Santiago? First, I want to thank the subscribers for voting on this week's video. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that button below. And look for upcoming polls in the community tab, and look for new MBTI or 16 personality videos each week. For now, let's get started with the most badass character on the series, Detective Rosa Diaz.
Do I still have my knife? Nunchucks? Axe?
It was a hypothetical question.
What kind of woman doesn't have an axe?
The ISTP, or Virtuoso. Diaz pretends not to care about others, but she's got a huge heart and a crazy private life. The ISTP is insightful, adaptable, and self-sufficient. She's a natural explorer, interested in how systems operate, and generally open to new approaches to things, but sometimes reacts with little regard for her own safety.
Hey, Deetmore. If you're gonna bag evidence like a 5-year-old, you should have the proper tools. It's in my first police kit. The walkie-talkie blows bubbles.
And her best friend is likely the ENTP, the debater. Gina Linetti is clever, enthusiastic, and innovative. She's got an in-depth understanding of how to solve major problems. She doesn't take "it can't be done" as an answer. And she's known for somewhat of a perverse sense of humor.
I want to get certified. There has been a ton of crime in my neighborhood, and the cops in my precinct are very bad.
You live in our precinct.
Yeah, I know.
And let's talk about the duo who grosses out Gina the most. First, there's the ISFP, the adventurer. That's Michael Hitchcock. He's secretly sensitive, but most known for living in the moment. He's devoted to his best friend and doesn't care to argue.
Oh, God. He's dead!
As for his best friend, that's the INFP, the mediator. That's Norm Scully. He's idealistic, curious, and dedicated, mostly to having lunch with Hitchcock. He's also fueled by intense feelings and deep ethics. He's loyal to those around him and generally flexible and laid back, unless you threaten him or his best friend.
Get whatever you want.
Oh, man, I already ate. I guess I'll just have a cheeseburger deluxe, a couple slices of pie, maybe an egg cream.
Okay.
And a waffle.
Big important drug case came across my desk and I need your help. Only problem is Sarge doesn't think you can handle it.
He's right.
No, he's not!
These guys like being lazy, similar to the Vulture.
Gentlemen, may I present to you the Suicide Squad.
Hang on there, genius. You want us, your enemies, to help you bring down Commissioner Kelly?
You guys consider me your enemy? You're some of my best friend.
Please, do you think any one of these jackals cares about what's right or wrong?
I'll help.
See, sir, there is good in every person.
But I want it to be known as for selfish reasons.
Why would you want that to be known?
Because I never met CJ before, and I want him to think that I'm cool.
It's working. I mean, I love how you're taking over the room. Like that.
Yeah.
This character is the commander. He's dynamic and decisive, even if that means being selfish. The ENTJ is sometimes a visionary leader, but not really in this scenario. That said, he's fiercely independent, outspoken, and very much sees the world in his own vision.
We only solve misdemeanors, wieners. Say it.
You only solve misdemeanors. Wieners.
And another villain-like character on the show is
Captain Wunsch, good to see you. But if you're here, who's guarding Hades?
the ESTJ, or executive. This character is determined, efficient, and a natural leader with no interest in things that have little value. She's a good administrator, but cares little about the feelings of others. She particularly doesn't care for the feelings of the INTJ character, the architect.
Raymond, always a pleasure to call on a vanquished foe.
I feel like Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Congratulating one of the other slower runners.
Captain Raymond Holt. The INTJ is pragmatic, logical, and prepared to lead at all times. He's got a lower tolerance for emotionalism and inefficiency. He's gifted at analyzing and formulating complex theories, and is perhaps the most independent personality type on our list.
Drum roll, please. That's your drum roll?
When a tempo isn't specified, any reasonable person would default to lento.
Well, it's terrible and you ruined a fun thing.
One person that loves this character is the ISTJ, the logistician. In an episode called Your Honor, we meet Holt's mother, the Honorable Laverne Holt. She's reserved, serious, dependable, and thorough, a bit like her son. She also makes the tough decisions others strive to avoid, which makes sense given her career.
Oh my, I just remembered Carol Spitzhein's house was broken into several months ago, also during wine club.
Interesting. The odds of that happening coincidentally are vanishingly small.
I would say infinitesimally.
Yes, and I would say teenily weenily.
Another major fan of Holt is the INTP, the logician, Kevin Costner, Raymond's husband. This character is thoughtful, abstract, and analytical. He spends long periods of time working through problems and finding solutions, which is why he's so torn up in the episode when he's forced to stay in a safe house with Jake.
Say goodbye to the outside world. You're in the safe house now, so I'll need your phone.
Why?
Internet, cellular signals, they're too easy to trace.
Seriously, no phone? What am I supposed to do to pass the time? I was hoping to salvage this time to do research on my new book, but apparently that will not be possible.
But as much as these characters love the captain, there is a character that's annoyed by him. The ISFJ, the defender, which is Sharon Jeffords. This ISFJ is loyal, committed, and steadfast. She's also highly concerned with keeping those around her safe, and she's standoffish and reluctant to opening up to strangers. But she's deeply in love with her husband. The ENFJ protagonist, which is Terry Jeffords.
What the hell, boy? You almost killed me! I'm not going out in a stew-making accident! Terry's gonna die saving the president, or Terry's never gonna die!
He's supportive, giving, and encouraging. He lives in a world of possibility and has a special talent for bringing out the best in others.
When the slippers are filled, Terry is chill.
He loves being supportive and constantly proves himself as an aspiring leader. One character that continually finds untrue comparisons with Terry is the ESFP entertainer, which is Charles Boyle.
What are the chances? It's time to play Who Wore It Best.
This character is creative, active, and truly non-traditional. He enjoys other people, specifically Jake, and loves material comforts, along with weird food tastings. He also tends to rush into things and often learns by doing.
This pizza is much better than last time. You've always ranked dead last in structural integrity and sauce.
And eventually, Charles falls for the ESFJ character, the consul, which is Genevieve Mirren Carter, even though she's immediately sentenced to 10 years in jail right after they meet. Either way, the ESFJ is literal, warm, and genuine. She's got an internal belief system and doesn't see shortcomings in her loved ones. And the last two characters, which my subscribers say they identify with the most, there's the INFJ, the advocate.
Straight up living that slug life, y'all.
Cruise itineraries, hot off the laminator. Who's ready for some nonstop, totally scheduled fun?
Oh!
Amy Santiago is value-driven, complex, and independent. She looks for meaning in relationships and events. She has a confident vision, eventually, and is sometimes mistaken as an extrovert, but she's actually an introvert. She's also adept at understanding complicated issues and driven to find creative solutions. And despite their many differences, she eventually falls for the ENFP, the campaigner, which is Jake Peralta.
Good lord, you could have just picked the lock.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm just so amped up about admin.
Peralta is imaginative, optimistic, and passionate. He's keenly aware of the possibilities of life and does his best to be a leader. He also idealizes other leaders and is sometimes disappointed when others don't live up to his expectations. And no matter what, Jake loves Die Hard and he's extremely optimistic.
We gotta get out of here.
But what about you, Jake? There aren't enough ropes.
Don't worry about me. I've got other plans.
Oh, damn.
Now go, go, go! 3, 2, 1, slow-mo!
God, I love that man.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button and vote on the next MBTI videos in the community tab for this channel. I'll be sending out new videos every Tuesday and Friday, so look for more videos like this one. but also some mini documentaries, director profiles, screenwriting advice, and more. Thanks again for watching.
And then you all chant Jake for a full uninterrupted minute, and that's the recruitment video for the 9-9.
No.
Is it a budget issue? Because we can cut Terry if need be.
What?
I'm kidding, Terry. We would never cut you. You're indispensable. We can definitely cut him.